Hey guys, thanks for joining me. Last time we talked about probably the most expensive way to organize your tools in your toolbox. Today we're going to talk about a more economical way of doing it, and that's the Kaizen Foam. So check it out. Also, please, if you make it to the end of the video, I got a special peek of what's coming up. We're going to do a super fast shop tour, let you see what I've got coming up, so stick around for that. Okay guys, Kaizen Foam coming up. Let's do it. If you order the Kaizen Foam, this is what's going to show up in the mail. It comes in a few different sizes, 20 mil, 30 mil, and 57 millimeters. So you can get it in a variety of colors, so check that out as well. I went with the cheap black 30 mil, so right in the middle. Here it is, you get the box. It's like this, you open it up, and it really is just one large piece of foam. So there you go. But you might want to also consider the long-nosed marker as well as the razor blade that they sell with it. The razor, you can probably get by with anything that extends a little bit, but the long-tipped nose for tracing out your pattern I think will come in handy. So again, I'll put a link to that in the description. So once you decide what drawer you're going to organize and build your foam for, you're going to want to clean it out and measure the inside dimensions of it. So in my case, I've got 22¼ by 16 3/8. It's going to be my basic dimensions for my first cut. So let's cut our foam. So here we go. Since these come in 2 foot by 4 foot sheets, I'm going to start by cutting it at 16 3/4 this way, and then we'll trim off the rest next. So first, my long tip marker, I'll mark out 16 3/8. 16. The next thing we'll do is cut it. You're going to want to extend your knife out so that you make sure and cut all the way through the foam. Then we'll mark 22¼ on this end. I really like this silver marker. Really, the contrast is nice on the black foam. Go. Now that we have our foam cut, should be able to fit it in here. Make sure it fits. Just like that. Once you're happy with the fit inside of your tray, inside of your drawer, then it's time to start laying your tools out in the pattern that you want. Once you get your drawer laid out the way you want it, the next step is to use your long-nosed marker to trace out each tool. So you want to make sure that you stay real close to the profile of your tool so that it's nice and tight when you go to take the foam out and cut a spot for it. You'll just take your time. Trace them all out. There you go. Now guys, if you screw up, one thing I want you to notice is, like over here, if you get something on there, you have a little bit of time to wipe it up, okay? So you can see I kind of messed up over here, but it didn't matter for me because it was on the inside. But you do have some time to wipe that up. Okay guys, once you've got everything traced out the way you want it, the next step is going to be to cut it all out. I just want to cut through the first little layer. So I'm going to measure the depth of my blade by looking at it like this. Okay? So I don't really want to cut much deeper than that. Go straight down and trace my lines. Okay, so once you made it all the way around, plunge your fingers down in there to the depth that you want. You begin to separate. Okay? Begin to just separate the foam because they're just layers. I'll peel it back. I'm just kind of digging my fingers in there, sort of tearing it back. Okay, that's what it's going to look like. It's going to be kind of ugly. I'm going to try and dig a little deeper on this one. Just gotta plow your little fingers in there. I know there's a joke there, guys. Guys, you really gotta plow your fingers in there to really get it. Twist it, turn it, whack it, crack it, beat it, whatever. Alright guys, I'm finding that the best way to do this is sort of, once you get it cut, sort of pull it back on all the edges. Just grab the whole thing and just sort of rip it open so you can kind of get a feel for how deep you're actually going to rip into this. You just do your best to dig them fingers in there and peel. Try not to go too deep. You don't want to hit all the way through. Unless you need the oil drainage system, you're not going to want to go all the way through with these. Maybe you do want a drainage system, I don't know. Well, there you go, guys. Not too bad, huh? Okay, so I want you to check out what this stuff really is up close. It's not exactly easy to work with, guys, so if this is your first time dealing with this stuff, just be aware. This is my first time, but I mean, it's kind of a struggle. It doesn't pull apart all that easily. Okay. So guys, here it is. This was my attempt at Kaizen Foam. It's okay. You get what you pay for. I mean, it's, you know, it's alright. It's serving its purpose. These pneumatic tools are kind of messy and sloppy, so I definitely didn't want to spend a lot of money trying to organize this drawer. But I think it looks nice and everything's kind of got a place. So, I don't know. Again, I'll drop a link in the description on all of the tools that I used. The marker, the razor blade, the foam itself. But, you know, really at the end of the day, you know, if you want something that's perfect, yeah, you're going to have to pay. Okay guys, you made it to the end. So like I said, really excited. A couple days ago I had this package land on my porch from Eastwood. We got the 1 horsepower buff motor, so we're going to be doing some metal finishing coming up soon. Hit subscribe, don't miss out. But in order to start the metal finishing, we're going to use the blast cabinet to prep our parts, and we're going to be doing a fair amount of powder coating, so that's what this oven is for. But guys, I know you saw it. It's sitting here. It's the Gorilla. Let's talk about it. It's the C3 Corvette project. Guys, I'm so excited for this thing. We've got vintage air going in it. We've got a DeWitt's radiator going in it. We're going to be doing brakes. We're pulling that engine out. We're going to be doing all kinds of fun stuff to it, guys. So seriously, hit subscribe because don't miss out on it. This is going to be the absolute best. Thanks a lot, guys, for joining me, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, man. See ya. it.